matter how majestic, you can't marry a horse. But this horse has got beauty. I perceive there to be gatekeepers of the comedy industry. They're not who you think they are. You're your own gatekeeper. My first passion was cocktail bartending. My goal was to get to manage of a restaurant, and I finally got it. And then there was a point where my area manager, he asked me, you're giving 60% of your time to us, 20% to comedy and 20% to music. And we want you to give 100% to us. And I just thought, no. I think most people who don't do comedy have no idea how hard it is to do comedy. It took me 20 years to build up the bravery to finally get on stage. When I first applied to do a gig, I gave them a maybe slightly embellished version of what I have done, because I'd recently done some time in the New Theatre. I'd done the stewarding job. After that, you then do an anti-panto for the cast and crew. So I had technically done comedy on the New Theatre stage. The person who was in charge of that then said, oh, well, you've definitely not done this. Comedy isn't a place for liars. A lot of comedians have had hurt, but haven't we all? When I was younger, I didn't have many friends because I was different. Your experiences as a child, they're what make you into who you are as an adult. It will definitely become part of my comedy though. When you go up on stage, people don't know you. You have to spend the first minute or two telling them who you are through your jokes, through stories, so that they can trust you. So that if you say a joke that's slightly edgy, they're gonna go, oh, he doesn't actually want to murder a bird, he's just joking about it. I love being on stage. As well as other drugs, it's my drugs. The best bit is when you get what I like to call the wall laugh. It feels like a clap in your ear. I hear it and I know that I've done my job as best as I can that night. It's afterwards, but I'll still get this weird, uncomfortable feeling like you're not the person you're pretending to be. Imposter syndrome or something like that. Who do you think you are? You never learn anything from the good gigs. Some of the earlier gigs I did were some of the best, probably because I was so naive. You can stumble your way, you can fall into a good gig, but then you have to really learn the craft. There's that old adage, it takes 10,000 hours to become an expert at something. And what I add to that is it takes 10,000 hours to be good at something, and that's really hard to do when you can only do it 5 minutes at a time.